Scriflicious.
2 videos? Do you really think we need 2 videos on looting? I mean, didn't Wacky Jackie already put out a video showing a faster, better way to loot other than what you did in your last video? Okay, look, I'm doing my best here, alright? I can't help it if he's better than me. It's not my fault. The research hasn't been done, and quite frankly, I never stood a chance. But despite all his math and how beautiful he is, there's one thing Wacky Jackie won't do. And that's tell you why you suck at PUBG. Again, because he's better than me. Okay, so here's the deal. If you want to learn why you suck at PUBG, a great place to start is by understanding how to be efficient. If you take one thing away from my videos, it's that in a game where every second counts, being efficient is one of the biggest factors in being successful. This brings me to an awful habit many players are guilty of: hoarding. No, not the glamorous kind on TV where people fill their homes with old junk and keep jars of pee for some disgusting reason, but loot hoarding. Loot hoarding is the shameful practice of keeping too many things in your inventory instead of room for more potentially useful things like meds or grenades. With inventory space being limited, it's important to take as much as you need to ensure you're setting yourself up for success. I know we'd like to think having 400 rounds of ammo or attachments for guns we aren't even using might come in handy, but in reality, it's just poor management. Instead, it's best to focus on a more balanced number of items when working your way to the late game. Realistically, you should aim to carry enough ammo and meds to last you through 3 to 5 engagements, allowing you a buffer on supplies before needing more. For my people that like numbers, I like to keep roughly enough for 5 to 6 fully extended clips of ammunition. On an M4, for instance, with a fully extended 40 round clip, you shouldn't need to carry more than 200 rounds of 5.56. As for meds, 4 to 6 first aids and about 8 to 12 boosters are the most you should ever need to carry. The truth is, at the end of most games, you almost always have lots of extra stuff left over, so don't feel like you have to get greedy. The idea of only carrying as much as you need means if you find yourself in situations where you need to loot another player, you know you have room to replace the things you need without being concerned about inventory space, allowing you to get in and out of looting quickly without getting wrecked while admiring your newfound treasures. The disgraceful art of loot hoarding, mixed with a complete loss of direction when looting, is just another reason why you might suck at PUBG. Which brings me to another pillar to this whole idea, and that is something I like to call loot hierarchy. This refers to the hierarchy of items in the loot menu and the order in which they appear in the loot menu. The list is as follows. Starting from the top, you're going to have your meds. So your med kits, your first aids, your bandages, and after that, your boosts like your adrenaline shot, your painkillers, and your energy drinks. Then you're going to see all of your different attachments like your sights and your grips. Then the throwables like grenades, gear such as helmets, vests, backpack, and then the ammo, and then the guns. After that is melee weapons, and the bottom of the list is going to be clothing. I know this might not seem like something worth knowing, but realizing that these things aren't just displayed randomly gives you an advantage when looking for specific items in another player's loot. As I mentioned before, you might find yourself in a mid to late game situation needing to loot another player for supplies. By knowing where items fall in the loot inventory menu, you don't have to waste time looking through everything because you'll know right away where to look to see if the person you killed has the attachments or gear you might be needing. If you have a gun that you're wanting to trade either off the ground, off a body, or maybe out of a crate, have in mind what it is you're wanting to do ahead of time. If you're trading an SMG with a grip and a sight for an assault rifle you find along the way, set up the exchange by priming your attachments. That is, to unequip them ahead of time, which can be done quickly by holding down Alt and right-clicking the gun in your inventory. So now when you pick up that new gun, you can drag over or right-click the attachments instantly onto the new gun. And to further minimize downtime, you can reload the gun immediately when it's picked up, which can also be done while you're in the loot menu, and equip the new attachments while it's reloading, just like so. So now that you know a few more critical pitfalls in your potato patch of PUBG skills, you too can begin to dominate over your... so you can win more. Fuck it, just be better at looting.